show on the road. So guys, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Hopefully it's beautiful where you're at. As I'm looking outside, it's super beautiful out here in Southern California, where I live out of Laguna Beach. I just want to say thanks for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here. We are going to be very much to the point, concise, and share with you guys what's going on. I know a lot of you guys answered an ad about being able to make anywhere from 5 to 10,000 every 1 or 2 weeks, or maybe you answered an ad about making 10,000 your first 30 days. Whatever that may be for you guys, I just want to welcome you. We're going to share with you a lot of results today, a lot of proof, and we're literally going to give you a demo of what we do every day and how our business works. So you guys can be able, by the end of this, make a decision and see exactly how it works and why there's 7 reasons why people fail online and the 7 systems we put in place that makes it work better. Okay? So with that said, shall we start, Cowboy? I think you're on mute, but I'm going to take that as a yes because Cowboy always says yes. So we're going to get started out here. And let's get this show on the road. Let me get this out of the way. All right, cool. As a part of our wonderful no BS policy for our webinars, we're going to share with you guys a lot of results, our results, members' results. People have literally started our business and what they've been able to do. And really the goal of it is, by the end of this, for you guys to see that anybody can do our business. And hopefully you'll be able to see that you too can be able to have success, because we have everything from young, old, different races, different sexes, male, females. In fact, some of the females are kicking our butts. It's a great thing. So whatever it is, you guys are going to be able to see people similar to yourselves who's got started this business. We're able to build it up to 10K within their first 30 days. And then being able to go to 20, 30, 50, and even beyond. And so you're going to be able to see that. Now, having said that, it's a part of our wonderful proof. Want to show you our back office because I know there's about 95% of people online who say they make money online. It's usually by teaching a course, and we're not an online marketing company. We're an online business. I say online marketing is when someone learns a course and they go and teach it to you, and obviously I know some of you have been on those. That is not this. We're going to show you a business where you can literally copy what we're doing, making it super simple for you guys to be able to duplicate. And as part of that, if you guys take a look at a date here, end of 2016, you'll see we did over 1.2 million in sales with 114 sales. Now, what I want you to realize, that's 1.2, but it only took 114 to get there. So if you divide 1.2 by 114, you're going to notice it's over $10,000 per sale. So I want you to imagine what it'd be like for you guys just to make one sale and be able to get above 10,000 with that, okay? And then just to stay true to form, people are like, well, Alex, you showed me your back office, but what about actual bank accounts? Well, so here you go. This is October. If you take a look, this is actually what we did in the month of October. And as you guys can see, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sales to do over 6 figures in a month. Now, a lot of people would say that's a great year. That's like a month. And so I just want you guys to realize only took 9 sales to get up to 104,000. But then you may say, well, Alex, what about when Santa's in town? Like, do we still make money? And the answer is yes. And in fact, how would you guys like to take a 3-week vacation and go see 3 countries in 3 weeks and be able to come back and you have over $50,000 in your account? Would that be pretty cool? Because that's essentially what we did. In the month of December, I went and saw Bali, Bali, Vietnam, and Thailand, if I can remember all these. So we went to 3 countries in 3 weeks with my fiance, and the cool part is while we were gone, I spent a couple hours building my business while I was visiting those other countries, and I made $50,000. How many of y'all like to make $50,000 while you're on vacation? And literally, so guys, that's the advantage of our business. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Okay. So now that we got a little bit of got your attention as far as the proof goes, my name is Coach Alex. My background's actually in real estate and private equity. Private equity is basically where you raise capital for companies and help them get to the next level. I've been a serial entrepreneur for over 15 years. What all that means is I've had a lot of ups and downs. And fortunately for me, for the last 2 years, it's been absolutely tremendous. And I'll share with you guys, I literally started $462 in my checking account. Made 7 figures online in our first 12 months. This year, we're on track to doing multiple 7 figures offline, and we're also doing multiple 7 figures online. So it's pretty amazing with this business. And obviously, when you start out being being in a place where you only have 500 bucks in your account and you're able to do well, you really want to give back and help others. So we love helping other people and training them, helping them get to the next level. And my background is actually teaching people about business model. So I've looked at over 200 business models a year. So what we did is took all those great models and put all the cool parts into what you're going to see today. So took all the best bells and whistles, and you're going to be able to see what we're going to show you here today. Engage set to marry this beautiful one here actually, and it looks like it's going to be September. Cowboy, put that on your schedule because you're going to be on.
Will do.
Major plans for you, and make sure you wear your hat. And then, thank you. And then I live in beautiful Laguna Beach, California, which, guys, if you haven't visited, I'm just going to tell you, like, you haven't lived until you live by the ocean and just really are able to go have 75 degrees weather every single day, even during the winter. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm one of the co-founders of 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. But I know I want you guys to hear from tons of people that literally have been utilizing our business, and a lot of them are going to look a lot like you. And I'm going to keep introducing people until one of them looks like you, and you're like, if that person can do it, I can do it. So Cowboy here actually comes from Dallas, Texas. That's why we call him Cowboy Stephen Jones. He's one of our members, and he started with us back in September, so not too long ago. So I just want you guys to see what's literally available and possible for you guys in 7 months in this business. So with that said, Cowboy Stephen, take it away, my friend.
Thank you. Again, my name is Stephen Jones, and my career before I found this business was sales and business development for a long time, and mostly to the oil and gas industry. We specialized in industrial automation, and I have been married to my beautiful wife Victoria for 27 years. That's got to count for something.
Absolutely, it counts for everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna, I've been teaching him how to make money. He's going to teach me how to have a very long marriage.
I can do that. 3 wonderful children. I got 2 girls in college and a 12-year-old boy. Like I said, I started back in the business in September. Passed 150K in 7 months, and not stopping there. It's just going to keep growing, and a success coach to my team and a lot of people in the business. And I do live in Dallas, Texas, and I do like the Cowboys.
Awesome. That's one thing we have in common. And so, listen, I know this might get passed by a lot of people. 150,000 guys. Now, what's great about Stephen, what I want you guys to realize is that he had a job. And he literally got downsized. He was used to making 6 figures. His boss comes back to him, and he was basically switching 60 hours a week for 100,000. And then his boss came and said, "Hey, oil and gas has been down. You've got dropped from 100,000 to 30,000." So his boss says, "So basically, I'm going to pay you the same exact thing I've been paying you. I'm sorry, I'm going to have you work the same 60 hours, but instead of 100,000, you're going to make 30,000." So he decided basically to start doing this business. Started out part-time, got to full-time. And now he actually makes 5 times what he would have made in a year working 60 hours a week, and it hasn't even been a year yet. So I just want you guys to realize the difference, because I'm going to share with you guys a lot. For those of you if you've made 6 figures or you even made 7 figures, there's a big opportunity cost that you lose, and it's not just about switching time for dollars. It's everything you actually lose in between. Because it's that 60 hours or 40 hours you're fighting commute. It's that time that you're actually spending. All that time you're losing out on opportunities that are available to you. So because Stephen didn't have to trade 60 hours a week for a job, he was able to make 5 times that in a business. So I just want you guys to be able to see that, because that's really how 6 figures and 7-figure members think, okay? So with that, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. But that's enough about us. Let's talk about you. I know you're here for a particular reason. And for a lot of you guys, it probably has to do with being able to have the time and the financial freedom to do have anything that you want to have, right? So if that's the case, I know a lot of you guys have probably tried to do something online, but for one reason or another, you never had success. Well, after doing 2 years of research online, we basically figured out the 7 reasons why everybody fails online. I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to share with you why we've had success. Number 1, no marketing, right? Now raise your hand if you guys can basically relate to the fact that a lot of you guys would have started online if you just had a way to market, like you knew how you could drive traffic to your business. And that's what's kept you, okay? So I'm going to share a little bit more. How about money? A lot of us basically haven't done online, maybe because we didn't have the capital to be able to get started. How about time? most of us are so busy between having to go back and forth to work, kids, grandkids, whatever it might be, that we just don't have the time to be able to devote to a business, right? Or maybe because you're not great at selling, or you just don't have the time to sell and do tons of presentations. Products, one of the primary reasons why a lot of people haven't started, because they don't have the products, right? Because you love to be able to get started, but you don't want to go take an 8-week course where someone's taking a course and then they try to teach you a course, and that's just not going to work for you. And no support, not being able to have support once you get started. A lot of us have been and saw great things, but they're like, hey, but I just don't want to do this alone. I want to make sure there's plenty of people like me out there, and I want to make sure I'm going to get the support to be successful. So, and the last one is probably one of the biggest ones, for especially for you retired people. I know that there's about 1/3 of our group that comes in and they're not very technically savvy. I told you guys I'm going to prove to you guys I'm not very technically savvy myself. I promise you, and I'm going to introduce you to some other people that are literally retirees who've been building this business with very little technical skills and being able to do it. So having said that, we know that this is the case, but to prove it to you guys, I'm going to ask you guys, what's been the biggest reason that's kept you guys from being able to have success? And I'm going to ask it now. So let's find out. So, because for every one of you guys, it's been one of these reasons, pretty much. Has it been because you didn't have enough coaching? Because you guys didn't have the products? You didn't have a clue on how to generate leads? You didn't have the time or money to get started, or maybe you're not technically savvy. So go ahead and vote now, guys. Go ahead and click on the button and vote. And because we want to hear from you guys and what you guys might want to be able to have. And for those of you who are actually putting these on the questions, go ahead and just basically, you guys should have it on your screen where you can just literally click on it, guys, and it will tell us what that is. So, because for all of us, it's about the same, right? You didn't have enough coaching, you didn't have the products, maybe you guys didn't have any clue on how to generate leads. I'm going to finish the polls here in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Here's the cool part. I'm always going to share the results with you guys because I just want to show you you're not alone. There's tons of people that are just like you. So 49% of you guys just didn't have the coaching. 51% didn't have the products. 58% you guys didn't have the clue to generate leads. But 72% of you guys said you didn't have the time or the money. So obviously you guys picked multiple here. And then only 30% of you guys said that you're not technically savvy. Okay, cool. So what if I could basically show you guys a business where we had a system built for every single one of these reasons why people fail? And then not only that, but we're going to show you guys how that's rolled into one business. Would you guys be interested in that? Would it be cool if you literally had a system that showed you, that basically would do an automated marketing for you, other people's money system where you can literally get started with no money down, be able to start your business for less than 10 hours, if you had auto conversion funnels and webinars that basically did the presentations for you. If you guys didn't have the products, but we had something called a licensing model where you could start from day one and have the best-selling items on the internet available in our back office. And then when you don't have support, what if you could be able to have people that are mentors, not one or two, but several that have made $30K a month, who are members in our business, join our community, who had success, and now they're giving back. And what if you're not technically savvy? What if we had someone available to you 8 hours a day who could jump on your computer and help you out? So I'm going to show you guys a business model. Not only am I going to tell you, I'm literally going to show you each one of these businesses in our system. And so you guys could see it for yourself. And by the end of this webinar, you guys are literally going to experience every single one of the systems, okay? So now, if that's the case, and we literally overcame the 7 reasons why most people fail online, my next question for you guys is, how much income would you like to make? So now, with that said, how much income would make it worth your guys' time? Are you guys here because you're wanting to make $2,000 to $5,000 a month, $5,000 to $10,000 a month, $10,000 to $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, or $100,000 a month? What's the magic number for you? What would make it worthwhile for you guys to build an online business? So go ahead and answer that now, guys. And we're going to do these poll questions in quick, fast motion so we can get it going. So go ahead and answer that. Because for some of you guys, you're here to basically to create some supplemental income. For others, you're looking to make a lot more. So I'm going to show you how you guys can make a lot more. So I'm going to finish the polling in 3, 2, 1. Boom. So check this out. I love the fact that over 60% of you guys want to be able to make over 10,000 a month. That's great because, guys, I'm going to show you a business where literally you can make 10,000 on a sale, in one sale, okay? How many hours are you willing to work your online business if you knew you would be able to make that income each and every month? So if I could show you how you guys can hit that number, how many hours would you guys be willing to devote to your business? Would it be 0 to 10 hours, 11 to 20 hours, 21 to 30 hours, 31 to 40 hours? And again, each and every month, guys, I can show you how consistently had it. Not like other online business models, which you've tried it, where one month you're great and the next month you don't make a lot of money, but you can do it consistently. So go ahead and answer that question. We're going to end the poll in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So check this out. I love the fact that 47% of you guys said whatever it takes. That tells me that you guys are tenacious. You're willing to do what it takes. And that's great because that's a great success principle to have. But what I'm going to share with you guys here is the 90% of you guys that said basically you could devote a little bit more than 10 hours. You're only going to need 10 hours when you first start, 10 to 15 hours a week in order to be able to do this business. I'm going to show you why and the 2 systems we have in place that allows you to be able to do this business in less than 10 hours a week. So if that's the case, the next question becomes, why would you guys want to build this business? Are you guys more interested because you want to be able to work from home? Or is it because you guys love to travel and be able to make money? So because for some of you, you may have kids or grandkids and you want to be able to stay home and be able to spend more time with them, like Cowboy here who's got 3 kids. Or maybe for some of you guys are empty nesters, or maybe you're like me and my fiance who don't have kids yet. While we're working on them, we're enjoying the process of traveling and being able to see the world before we start getting those rowdy ones on the airplanes with us. So here we go, finishing it out. We're going to do this, and we're going to share it with you guys. So I love this. This is almost always about 50-50. 53% of you guys want to work from home, and the rest of you guys want to travel. Here's what I want to share with you. Because in our business, all you really need is a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, and a phone. You can literally do this business from anywhere, the same way I did it in 3 different countries. Okay? So thanks, guys, for putting that, sharing that information, so that way we can be able to get a better idea. Now, the next question everyone always asks me is, who is this business good for? Okay? We have one common theme, essentially, in our business, and it's time freedom. Because let's face it, unless you have time freedom, you're not going to be able to do all the things you love to do, right? So for some of you guys, it's about firing your boss. Steven had a chance to do that. I had a chance to do that. It feels really freaking good to fire your boss and be able to come in and say, look, I love to be able to work for you, but you can't afford me anymore, okay? Or maybe you guys are business owners and you want to build your ideal business because you realize that you're tired of dealing with all the headaches of managing employees, physical products, and having to fight a 2-hour commute to and from work every single day. We've had people that have been able to quit their business and their other businesses and do this business full time. Or maybe you're retirees and you realize that you're living 35 years longer than what most people had expected, and you need to have a nice little retirement nest egg so you don't have to worry about your kids taking care of you, and you can take care of yourself. And not only that, you'll be able to spend time with your grandkids. So now, with that said, love to be able to hear from you guys. What is the primary reason for you guys building this business? So is it for you guys to be able to spend more time with your families? Is it because you guys would love to fire your boss? Or maybe it's because you guys are business owners that you just have been building the wrong, you've had your ladder against the wrong success wall. You realize that having a traditional business is not what it was cracked up to be. Or maybe you're a retiree and you guys want to be able to make sure your golden years are golden. Or maybe you guys just want to be able to supplement your income. So guys, go ahead and answer the voting question now, because I want you guys to see the results for yourselves. And I also want you guys, I'm publishing these because I want you guys to realize that you're not alone. There's a ton of people that are just like you as well, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and share this. So now if you guys take a look, you're going to notice that 46% of you guys want to spend more time with your family. That's awesome. I'm going to tell you a lot of our members are people that are literally wanting to spend more time with their families, got kids, and they want to be able to spend time at home. Love to fire your boss, only 20%. I wish there was more, but that's okay. So 33% of you guys are retirees, 30% are business owners, and 37% of you guys just want to supplement your income. Okay, cool. So thank you for that, guys. Now I know exactly how to tailor this presentation. So what I'm going to share with you guys now we get to the fun stuff. I'm going to share with you guys exactly why you want to build a business online. And not only that, you want to be able to build an online franchise-like model. An online what? Franchise. Why is that? Because what does a franchise give you? McDonald's says if you build your business here, you market like this, and when you market like this and you market to these people, you're going to be able to get these kind of results, right? So if that's the case, what we're going to show you is an online business that already has a success blueprint. We already gotten the results, guys. We've been testing and tweaking it for the last 2 years. You don't have to start from scratch. You could just copy our model, and you're going to start seeing the same exact results. And the reason why, if you're going to do it, you've got to have an online franchise-like business. After I show you the why, I'm going to show you the how, and we're going to get right into the tactics and strategies. And I'm going to show you how an 84-year-old made 10K in his first 30 days. So I'm pretty sure if he can do it, you guys can too. So whether you guys don't have marketing skills, ready to go products, you hate to sell, then you guys can do it as well. And at the end, I'm going to share with you guys how you can literally start this business less than 10 hours a week, and how even if you don't have the capital to get started, you guys can use our other people's money system to be able to get going and start generating $10,000 a month in your first 30 days, okay? So with that said, we're going to jump right into it. Now, I shared with you guys where we're at now, but as I mentioned to you, I literally had started out with $462 in my checking account. So I lived in Dallas, Texas, where Cowboy's from, and I met my fiance who lived out in Canada, and I told her we're moving to Dallas, and she said, no, we're not, and so we decided to move to California. So that's basically how it went. Now, being that I only have $462 in my checking account, what does every respectable 39-year-old do when he doesn't have the capital? He moves in with mom, right? So that was really the key. So I started out here. As you guys can see, this is my mom's wonderful. I got a room above her condo. You guys can tell this is my mom's place because look at the wonderful flowery old sheets here. I had my blinds closed at the time because I had a horrendous view. And we were so broke I didn't even have a TV. But I did have a desk. I had a desk and a dream of basically building a better life. And within the span of 2 months, we basically have found 2 partners, started doing private equity, put $25 million to work, and I went from making 0 to 6 figures. So you would think like that's the ultimate dream, right? Because now, Alex, great, you don't have any money, and now you're making 6 figures. You're living the dream lifestyle. That's what it's all about, right? Wrong, because when you make 6 figures, as Cowboy could very much attest to, you put in a lot of time, a lot of effort. I was traveling 42 out of 52 weeks a year, and despite the fact I was making somewhat decent money, as people would say by society standards, I would have been considered successful. I realized like I wasn't getting any time with my family. In fact, what really hit it for me was a time when I had to come back, and my mom got sick for a while, and I literally didn't have any chance to be able to spend time with her because I was too busy traveling. I had to be in New York and Miami and Chicago and even Dallas and then all these places while my mom really needed me to be with her. Now, how many of you guys can relate to constantly having to tell your family no? Like when your fiance or your family raises and says, look, you have to constantly tell them no because you got to work, you got to be able to fight commute, and you're spending, I call it, 10,000 meals and hours with the wrong people, not people that you love, but people you have to spend time with. How many of y'all can relate to that? Okay, so basically, I had a time where I just realized, like, you know what? I'm tired of saying no, and I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to miss out on time with my family, and I want to be able to do something where I can be able to have both the income and the lifestyle. So the great part was I went online and I started looking, and I discovered there's really about 5 things you need to have in order to have an online business, okay? So I got to have at least these 5 things. Number 1, got to be able to make 5 figures a month, right? Because unless you're making $10,000 a month, you're really not going to be able to live the lifestyle that you want to. A short learning curve, which means you can get up and running, start making money online right away. Working less than 20 hours, because let's face it, as we talked about, the only way you can be able to spend more time with your family is if you're able to basically spend less time working. Break even within 60 days, and then after that, be able to start making unlimited income potential. So after you make 10K in your first 30 days, you guys can be able to get up to making 20, 30, even 40, or even 50,000 a month, guys, or even more. So if that's the case, what was available? So obviously my job wasn't going to do it for me, because as long as I was trading life for dollars, it was just not going to happen. Traditional businesses, we got a chance, guys, to look at traditional businesses every day. And every one of them, while maybe some of them were making $1 to $10 million, they were just completely miserable because they were tied to a business where they had to trade. They were getting more employees, and they would always tell me, Alex, like I feel like I'm a cog in a wheel. I'm having to put more and more time into my business. So I realized that was impossible. MLM and network marketing, as long as you're trading, you know, you have a $50 or $500 product, it's going to take you like 200 sales or 50 sales to get up to making $10,000 a month. So that wasn't a reality. Startups, you can go 2 to 3 years without ever being able to make money. And of course, on online, what most people look at is internet marketing, right? So there's all these things called online marketing. We can basically go out and be able to do things. The challenge with that is I would have to go take a course, take 8 weeks to come out with a product. Then I would have to go take another 8-week course to come out with a marketing to figure out how to market it. So like I didn't have the time or the patience to be able to do that. What I wanted was something I could get up and running, start making money right away. And what I discovered is that it wasn't out there. So what we decided to do was create it, make it a lot easier. So I realized that I probably wasn't the only one who was having the same issue. And then I discovered that there were so many other people who were exactly in the same process who were looking for all 5 of these things. So now, after developing it and testing and tweaking it for the last 2 years, this is really where our business model, by the way, it did not take me very long to get up to $20,000, $30,000 a month. We started building it within 90 days. And now most of our members are able to do that literally within 90 days or less. So what does that mean now? Now I get to spend as much time with my fiance as I like, probably more than she likes, because we right now she's in Vancouver visiting her family, and that's what she gets to do. And the cool part is I just got back from Vancouver. We went up there for a week. I made $40,000 passively while I was gone. So it's pretty damn good to be able to have a business. You can do that. And the cool part was I was building my business while I was out there because all I needed was a Wi-Fi connection. And here's the 3 countries that we visited. This is beautiful Thailand. If you guys haven't been, you really need to go. 5-star resort, stayed in Bali, and this is one of the most beautiful hotels I've ever stayed at in Vietnam. So it was absolutely great. And this is my view now, guys. I get to wake up in beautiful Laguna, right next to the ocean. And we go hiking and do all kinds. How many of y'all are outdoor fans? Like you love to be outdoors where the weather's nice? Well, that's the cool part. We weren't making a lot of money, so we moved to where the weather was good. It was really nice. So now we go surfing every Sunday. It's awesome, and it's really just like living the lifestyle of your dreams. So what I want you guys to realize, so how many of y'all can see now that you really not only need to do an online business so you guys can do all these things, but you need to have a franchise where it's already in place for you. So you can just copy it. Raise your hand if you guys can see that. Awesome. So now that you guys can see the why, I'm going to go right into the how. So there's really 2 things, guys, you need to do to make $10,000 in your first 30 days and to do it in less than 20 hours. And part of that is automation. So the first secret is what? Automation. Automation. So what does that mean? Thank you, Cowboy. So here's what it means. It means that you guys don't have to spend time doing it. So what we have is we have an automated marketing system that literally generates you up to 50 leads a day. It goes out and it's able to generate and comes back out to you. So you can go to work, come back, you have 50 leads. I'm going to show you that here in a second. After you join, we have an automated training system that has videos. Why videos? Because everybody can do it in their own time, along with live calls that you have access to. So a lot of what we do, from emails, texting, most of what we do is automated. And I'm going to prove that to you here in a second. And for everything we can't automate, we outsource. We what? We outsource.
Outsource.
Because maybe you're like Alex and you're not very technically savvy, so you like to hire other people to do it. So we have what's called virtual assistants, or VAs. We hire them from overseas. They do all the hard work for us, literally for $3 an hour. They can do a full report for you for $7 a day, super inexpensive, and they can listen to all your leads, plug them into your email and your texter, and they do all of that for you. So it makes it very, very simple. So that's why we love the system, guys. So if that's the case, to truly prove the point to you, I'm going to have the automation explain the business out for you guys, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to watch a 10-minute video that's going to explain exactly how we make money. And then after that, I'm going to literally walk you through all the 7 reasons why people fail in our 7 systems, including how if you don't have capital, we're going to share a bonus with you at the end on how you can use other people's system and have up to $9,500 in free bonuses. So guys, definitely want to stick around through the end. As you guys watch this video on logistics, raise the volume on your end, because that has to do with your end and mine. And then once you guys do that, you'll be able to hear everything, okay?
In high 6. People just like you are making high six-figure incomes on proven, high-ticket digital products that they don't have to touch, store, or even ship. You're going to learn how thousands of people just like you are able to watch this same video and go on to earn more money in a few months than they did in a year at their old job without having to do presentations or convincing people to buy anything. We take the same business model that's been working for over a century for the world's top franchises and apply it to the largest growing demographic in the world. The rest is an automated system in which 90% of the work is done for you. We have the products, we have the system, and we have the global network. All you do is follow the duplicatable system and get paid. I'm going to explain the simple steps that you need to take in order to become another top earner. You could be doing the same thing they're doing, pulling in 5 to 6 figures a month like clockwork. Anyone can do this. You see, when you sign up, you instantly gain access to our proven lead and traffic sources. These are the very same resources all of our top income earners are using. Here's the thing. You could actually be one of those leads. You're here right now because you're part of the sales process. Probably because you had expressed an interest in making money from home. You saw an advertisement, or it could be one of many reasons. But here you are on the final leg of the process, watching this presentation right now, which has been proven to convert thousands of people just like you into a brand new associate. Now, once you make that decision, then a world of possibilities opens up for you. Direct sales. You'll receive 100% of the commissionable sales that you make, between $2,000 and $22,000. Now, I want you to imagine something right now. I want you to imagine that by utilizing our highly effective marketing resources, you start getting prospects into your marketing funnel, putting leads in front of this presentation, and having people wanting to join your team. Now, let's not hype the situation like so many companies do. Let's say that only one of those people each week decides to make a purchase and join your team. For the sake of illustration, imagine that you sell one product package a week at $2,000. This will give you a minimum income of $104,000 a year. That's $8,000 a month. Stop right now and envision what that kind of money could do for you. How many desires would you be able to fulfill? How many dreams would you be able to dust off that you don't allow yourself to think about anymore? What would you do with that kind of money today? By the way, the chances of everyone just buying our lowest package is quite slim, to say the least. Typically, 80% of our first-time buyers purchase a $6,500 product package. What could you do with that money? Plus, you're doing this without having to convince anybody of anything, without having to set up a store as you would with a regular franchise, and by simply following our system step by step and letting us do 90% of the work for you. Even when you're essentially having your worst week, you're still making more than most people who work full-time. The amazing thing is that there are actually 4 ways to earn, and I've only explained the first way. The other 3 are even more exciting. Remember how I showed you that even with basic sales, you could still be making $100,000+ a year? Well, that's just the first way you could make money with the business. You're up and running within 24 hours. You never have to wait to get paid, as you're always paid directly, and you have a full global team supporting you. First of all, there are 5 product packages that you get to keep 100% of the commissionable sales. The first is the basic package, which costs $2,000 plus a $195 license fee and allows you to earn $2,000 per sale. The second is the builder package, which costs $3,500 plus a $295 license fee and allows you to earn $3,500 per sale. The third is the advanced package, which costs $6,500 plus a $395 license fee and allows you to earn $6,500 per sale. The fourth is the pro package, which costs $12,500 plus a $445 license fee and allows you to earn $12,500 per sale. And finally, the fifth is the VIP package, which costs $22,000 plus a $495 license fee and allows you to earn $22,000 per sale. Now, the 4 ways to get paid are direct sales, we've already covered that, qualifying sales, roll-up sales, and upgrades. Now, to understand the 4 ways you earn, you have to know how a profit center works. You see, when you purchase a product package, your very first sale bypasses you and goes to the person who sent you here. This is called your qualifying sale, and it only happens once. Now, here's the exciting part. Not only do you get 100% of every sale you make after your initial qualifying sale, you also get 100% of each new associate's qualifying sale. Let's use the $3,500 product package as an example for potential earnings. One of your leads named Nicole buys a $3,500 package. First, you receive 100% of this sale. Next, Nicole makes her first qualifying sale for a $3,500 package from Ted. You also receive 100% of that sale for a total of $7,000. Now, Nicole's qualifying sale, Ted, takes his place in your business. When he makes his first qualifying sale, you receive 100% of that sale as well. You've now earned a total of $10,500. The process goes on and on. This is called a profit center, and it pays to infinity. So, after a single sale, you could see money coming in on a continual basis over and over again because each profit center will pass a sale to you. And there's no limit on this. Imagine having 5, 10, or even 20 more profit centers. To put this into perspective, let's say you get 4 $3,500 sales in your first month. That's $14,000 a month or $168,000 a year. Not too bad. Now, let's say that all 4 of those sales make their first qualifying sale within that first month at $3,500 each. You would make another $14,000, not counting any personal business you generate. Now, this repeats itself in 3 months, and another $14,000 is yours as you help build your team. Now you're starting to get the picture. The first way you earn is through direct sales, and the second is through passed up qualifying sales. Let's look at the other 2 ways you can earn. Whenever one of your qualified associates owns a package for less than the amount of the sales they make, you get paid the difference. For example, if you qualified at the $6,500 advanced associate package and you have a qualified person at the $3,500 package in your team, and they sell a $6,500 package, they will get $3,500 and you will get the $3,000 difference. The final way you make money, which could be considered as passive, is through upgrades. Although 80% of our members start at either $3,500 or $6,500 product packages, many quickly begin earning money and upgrade to a higher package. Let's say you're at the $22,000 VIP package, and an associate under you advances from $6,500 to the $22,000 package. They would pay you the difference, which would be $15,500. Let's look at this again. You have 4 ways to earn money, 3 of which do not directly involve you at all. 1, personal sales, 2, qualification sales, 3, roll-up sales, and 4, upgrades. By now, you should be getting the idea of the kind of immense earnings that you're able to make. This is your golden opportunity to finally obtain the extra income and wealth that you need in order to experience the time and freedom that you desire. You only pay once, and you own your own business. After your first sale, you get to keep 100% of your commissions. That's better than any traditional franchise opportunity out there where a huge chunk of money goes back to corporate every single month. Not only that, but you can operate this business from literally anywhere in the world where you have an internet connection. Here's the crux of the matter. It's the easiest, fastest, most lucrative method that you're going to come across for making money right now. Not 3 months from now, not 2 weeks from now, but potentially within days. It's designed to actually give you the lifestyle that most people only dream about. See you on the inside.
Awesome. So you guys can see how cool it is and the fact that it was all automated. How would you guys like that video doing the selling for you so you don't have to do it, right? So that's essentially what we've lined up here, guys. And I'm going to share with you guys now. Between that and the webinars, you guys don't have to do the explanations. So that's what makes it so simple to do. All right. So let's walk through the system so you guys can see it for yourselves. From slide. There we go. All right, like I said, I'm not very technical. You guys will learn that. All right, let's see here. 8-figure dream lifestyle, 10 reasons why the system works. Okay, so here's a reason why we've been able to have so much success. Well, I don't know of any other system that's been able to get 35 members who've made somewhere between 50,000 to 750,000 in the last 12 months. So it's been pretty good. So let's talk about how and we've been able to do that. Number one, we got a proven business model that's very franchise-like. So as I talked about, guys, it's very simple. You're literally following a blueprint. As a franchise has, it has a success blueprint. It is, if you build your business like this and you market this way, and then you're going to get these kind of results. So we're going to show you how, if you guys literally market the way we teach you, have people come up to the webinars, and afterwards we can follow up. We'll have a mentoring system. You'll have all that in place for yourself.
I see. Jay Panelist. So Jay's. It just says Jay. I don't want to put Coach Jim. I'm just going to put Jim. That's cool.
Somebody's in.
That's cool. Yeah. So, all right. So I click OK.
Okay. So Tom's on the line. Sorry, guys. Let's get that cleared out. All right. There we go. Where that noise. All right. I think we got everybody covered. All right. Sorry about that. All right. One of our panelists jumped on. Forgot to hit the mute button. All right. So let's talk about it. So if you already have all those in place, number one thing is marketing. So how would you guys like to see 50 leads a day hitting your account? That'd be pretty cool. Like on autopilot, you can literally log in, set your system, you come back, you have 50 leads waiting for you. Is that pretty cool? Raise your hand. All right, cool. All right, now you guys raise your hand. I'm going to show it to you. So here's the deal, guys. Our leads, what we do is we market. When we market online. Okay? And when we market by email, we market by text, and we also market by dialing. We have an automated marketing system. So once those leads go out, they answer an ad, and then they leave a message for you, and they leave it on your phone system. They leave it on your what? Your phone system. You guys are going to notice almost everything I talk about is systems, because that's what makes everything easy. Everything is cloud-based, which means if you're like Alex and you go on Puerto Rico on a vacation, you leave your laptop behind, you can actually be able to do your entire business on the hotel computer, okay? So you're able to log in, and so I'm going to click on here, Message Center, so you guys can see this for yourself. But essentially the messages go out, it shares with people on how they would like to make 5 to 10,000 every 10 to 14 days, and when they come out, you're going to be able to see this, and it always takes a long time to load because I always have a ton of messages. So I'm going to close this, block out the phone numbers, and then let's just take a look. So today is the 26th, right? So let's just take a look at how many messages I got just today, okay? So let's start right here. How many of y'all can see the date and the timestamp right there? Everybody can see April 26th. I just want to, oops. Just want to make sure you guys can see the date timestamp right there. Okay, cool. So let's count this together, okay? We call this 50 leads a day, so let's see why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So if you guys take a look, I already had 20 messages in less than 2 hours. All I did was set it, go to my automated marketing system, set it, go to work, we come back, you have these leads waiting for you. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So guys, notice that by about 2:30 in the afternoon, I already got 50 leads waiting for us, right? So do we have 50? Yes, that's why it's called 50 leads a day, guys. But let's just see how many more we have for the day, shall we? 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 8. So again, if you guys take a look, while we've been on this phone call, I've had 1, 2, I should say webinar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've had 12 messages just while we've been on this webinar. So does the system work? Yes. That's the reason why a lot of our members are having success. You don't have to figure out the internet. You don't have to figure out how to market. We've already got that worked out for you where we know the traffic sources and how to drive traffic to your business, okay? So now there's 4 steps to our business. Number 1 is to run your marketing campaign, and literally it takes you 10 to 15 minutes. You can either set it the night before like I do or the morning of. Go to work, come back, and your leads are waiting for you, okay? So what's step 2? Step 2 is following up with your leads, and essentially you saw I have a ton of leads. I'm not going to have a chance to listen to 100 phone calls. So what do? We have our virtual assistant overseas. We have already trained them. They've already got the access to the training. They log into your system. They listen to all your messages for you. They transcribe them, and they plug them into your email and your texter to invite them to the next step, which step 2 is simply to invite them to a webinar. To invite them to what? Webinar! Guess who doesn't have to do the webinar? You. Guess who does do the webinar? We do. Why is that? Because you're brand new, so you're going to get the experience and the knowledge. Steve's just laughing at me at this point. So you guys get to basically have the experts do it. Why do it? So for those people who are not good at selling, let us do the hard work for you, okay? So we do the selling and the presenting for you. Now, to give you guys an example of what your texting system looks like, and again, system, this is your texting system. It's super simple to log in, and here's how cool it is. Have you noticed we use the word auto a lot? So auto means automated. Auto communicators means it automatically communicates with your members, so you don't have to. And it basically sends out messages like this. It says, hey, here's the information that you requested. First thing for you to do is to attend a live webinar. Here's my site. Cheers. So this is actually one of our cloning accounts, our master accounts, okay? So if you guys take a look, how many messages do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 7 messages at the beginning. For the ones that didn't attend the webinar, we have another series of messages that go to that. Hey, in case you missed the webinar, check your email. Sorry you couldn't make it. Click on watch recording. It's already there for them. So guys, imagine you have this automated working for you. Your virtual assistant plugs it in for you, so they automatically get these auto drip campaigns without you having to worry about it. All you do is log back into your account, see who's responded, and the ones that are interested. Is that pretty cool? Because when we don't like to sell, we like to sort. So don't sell, you want to sort. You want to what? You want to sort. So when we market, we don't market to 5 or 10 people. We market to 100,000 prospects within a week and a half. So that's the other thing we teach you. You want to massively market. If you massively market, and then your average transactions over $10,000 per sale, you're going to make a lot of dollars. That's what makes our model work, okay? So that's our texting system. And I'm going to show you another one, which is email. And the reason why we do all 3, because all of us communicate in different ways. And some of us love email, some of us love texting, some of us love to actually get a call. So whatever it is for you guys, or whatever it is for your prospects, we show you guys how to do that so you don't have to worry about it, okay? So let me show you this. So this is the list. So would it be cool if you guys basically had pre-written texting templates so you guys didn't have to worry about it? Ones that already work and they're done with videos of the founders that invites people to attend the webinar on your behalf? So that's what we have, and that's why we say it's like a franchise, so you guys don't have to reinvent the wheel. So once they're able to come in and they automatically get these emails on your behalf, says, hey, video number 1 that basically walks them through the 7 systems that we have, gives them a short preview, and invites them to a webinar to get the next lesson. So if somebody was to get this email, one of your prospects, they'll click on it. It's already been written, and it says, hey, you know, most people have no time on being able to basically learn. Every online marketer wants to give you their course, learn everything you know, and then they want you to build your own website or funnel. Take their course and you'll learn, sure. Right after I take 8 hours a day and 2-hour commute. Like, do these people know that we have to work for a living? So I want to show you, imagine coming home from a long day of work and you got over 50 leads that are waiting for you. Wouldn't that be cool? So I'm going to show you guys how that works. Here's the video. You guys just saw me walk you guys through it. But then imagine your prospects are getting these videos that are done by the co-founders.
Needs to have enough people to. And what I did is I just followed the simple system, and I was able to generate leads. What you're looking at here is a list that I generated. This is from basically yesterday, and as you can see right up here, that's 130 leads. 130 leads generated.
So you guys can see these are the videos that are professionally done, so you don't have to worry about it. And then afterwards, they say, hey, there's 6 more videos coming, but if you want to just go ahead and be able to get all the information right away, click on the site, and they automatically go to your site and your funnel, which again we set up. I'm going to give you guys a tour of that in a second. But can you guys see how? Can you raise your hand if you guys can see? Isn't that cool? Are you guys okay with us having an automated system that does the follow-up for you, invites people to the webinars. Is that pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys are cool with that. So yes, guys, that's the reason why it works very well. So now that you guys are able to see that, that's the reason why our marketing works very well. That's also the reason why it doesn't take you a long time to be able to market. Because we have 4 steps in our business. Number 1, market, which I just showed you. Step 2 is register people on a webinar, which I just showed you. It doesn't take a lot of time to be able to do it, especially when you have your virtual assistant do a lot of work. And then step 3 is follow up with everybody after a webinar that's interested. And step 4 is basically have them plug into our community, our support system, if they need anything. So it's not a difficult business. In fact, Tony Robbins talks about the enemy of execution is complexity. So we made this very simple. It's probably a lot simpler to what you're doing right now. So now imagine you got the 10 hours. So we showed you how to market. We showed you the time factor. So at the end, a lot of people don't like to sell. So when you invite them to the webinar, as I mentioned to you, who does the selling? We do 90% of the selling and selling for you. And even afterwards, when people have questions, wouldn't it be cool if you guys had people to close the deals for you? We even have that. So you already have that in place. So if you really look at it, what are you guys doing? You're just driving traffic to your business, and you invite them out to the webinars. That's it. The people that have the highest webinars are the ones that are making the most amount of sales. So now let's talk about it. Obviously, you guys can now see the marketing works. 10 hours a week, you can see how that works. Raise your hand if you guys can basically do what I've done right now. Log into systems, set your campaigns, and check stuff. Can everybody do that? Because we made this clickable, and I know 33% of you guys are retirement. I built this system just for you because at the end of the day, I didn't want when somebody was retired who was not very technically savvy, they could do this, right? So now that you guys can see that, let's talk about the products. So most of the challenges with online marketing is being able to actually have products that are high in demand that you have from day one so you could start marketing it, right? So we didn't want to have that issue. So with our online business, guess what we did? We went and secured the best digital products online. So what are digital products? And the reason why you want to have digital products, why you want to be able to market them. Digital products are basically courses that are online that teach people how to make money, the top 3 categories on Amazon. I'm going to go over. But you want to have digital because it's digital, it's online video and audio courses. So why is digital such an important concept? Because you don't have to reproduce them. You don't have to ship it out. There's no inventory. There's no headaches. There's no recurring monthly costs. There's no employees, no headaches, no fuss. So if we know digital products are the best kind to have, then which ones do we want to market? You want to market the ones that are high in demand. So how do you determine that? Well, why reinvent the wheel? All we did was go search on Amazon. So what were the top 3 selling courses, categories on Amazon? And guess what they were? Personal development, sales and marketing. People want to know how to double and triple their sales. How would you guys like to learn how to double or triple your sales in your current business? It doesn't matter what your business is. Everybody wants to know that. So we show them that in leadership training. So if we know that that's the case, what we went is we went and licensed those products where we own them as 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. And when you basically purchase the products, you have 100% rights to resell. That's what makes our business so great. So now, I told you I'm not going to spend a lot of time telling you. Let's actually show you guys exactly how it works. In order to do that, I'm going to show you guys our back office. So you guys will get a site that looks very similar to this. By the way, this would be like a $10,000 site if you guys want to go develop it out yourselves, where it tracks your sales, stores your product, because that's what it costs for us. But for you guys can see here, you're able to basically log in. Everything is here. And again, I want you to notice 1.250, 80 sales here. If you divide 1.25 by 80, you're going to notice that that number, the number of sales here is over 15,000 per sale. So you guys are able to very quickly get up and running. And again, just imagine, what would it feel like if you guys just made one sale, guys? One sale that was over 15,000. Would it help you guys pay off your bills? Would it help you guys fire your boss? Would it help you to do this business full time so you can be able to get that time freedom? Okay. Now let's talk about the products. Now, for the scale of this webinar, I would love to go through every one of these product items, guys, but we just don't have the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on a few of our products so you guys can see the value. And if you guys want to be able to see more, there's a particular page your sponsor can send you and has every single product item and the results you would get. Similar to Amazon. Amazon doesn't let you listen to all their products ahead of time. You have to actually buy it in order to be able to get it, right? But it does describe what the results of that product will do for you, right? So we're going to show you guys exactly how to do that. So, how many of y'all heard of Facebook? Is that pretty important? Anybody want to learn more about Facebook? So if you guys take a look here, these are the product lines. You have 2,000, 3,500, 6,500. Obviously, the higher the package, that's a license you own, and you get the other packages that are in the lower in that package. So if you take a look now, let's look at Facebook. So when you own the licensing, there's two groups that you guys can market this to. You can market this basically to end users or anybody who already has an existing business. So I'll give you an example. My brother owns a restaurant out in Dallas, actually close to where Steve's at. And his restaurant had no Facebook. He didn't even have a Facebook account. I'm like, bro, you need to get a Facebook account because you're missing out on a ton of sales. So he had no idea. So what this course taught him was he went through and he learned how to set up a business Facebook, start driving traffic, how to get people to click on his website. And before he could do any of that, he basically had to learn one thing, which was?
So before you can actually create your Facebook ad campaign, you will want to know your demographics.
So in his case, he discovered the demographics was 10-mile perimeter, people who had kids because he owned a pizza shop, and he did a buy one, get one free coupon. So in a span of a year, my brother took his business by simply going through this course, setting up a Facebook page, from 0 to 3,000 friends, and he took it from doing $40,000 a month to $110,000 a month. So how many of y'all would pay $6,500 to make an extra $70,000 a month? Would that be a pretty good deal? Raise your hand if you guys would do that. Of course we would. All of us would, right? And that's just one product in our business line, right? So the rest of this shows 25 different ways to drive traffic to your website. How to basically build a website if you don't know how. How to be more productive on a daily basis. How to be a better leader. How to partner with people who already have lists, and you can basically be able to drive traffic to your system. How to develop a good high-converting lead magnet that basically gets more people to your site. Everything from beginning to end, and at the 22,000 level, you guys can see here how to basically get more people to attend your webinars or do webinars. Again, you guys don't have to do it for this business, but if you want to do it for an existing business, you could do that. Email copy that converts, video sales letter. Basically, guys, online is where it's at. And for those of you who realize in 4 years or 5 years from now, if you're not making money online, you're pretty much going to be obsolete. In about 5 years from now, everything that you know as far as a job is getting automated. Robots are taking over everything. We all know that, or it's getting outsourced to overseas. So for those of you who already have a job right now, you better basically get ahead in time, start doing things online, because pretty much everything that you know that exists right now, it's not going to be around very long. So how do you do that? Learn how to make money online. That's what our courses here teach you on how to do. Okay? So now that you guys can see the value in the products, and again, if you guys have any questions on the product, we have a full page. You can literally see every one of these packages afterwards. Just get back to your sponsor, and they'll show you guys what those are. Okay? Now let's talk about. Here's the cool part. When you make a sale, because you own the licensing rights, you have 100% rights to resell. You make 100% of that capital. So if that's the case, wouldn't it be cool if you guys take a look? The sales are already here. The money's sent to you directly. All you're going to do is just log in. When you receive the capital, you're just going to click the confirmation button. That's all you have to do. So check this out. I'm going to go out here at 2,000, click on confirm. When you click the submit button, the system automatically sends them the username and password. The person, no headaches, no hassles. The product is shipped to them. You don't have to worry about drop shipping. It's all covered. Is that pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys think that's cool. Products are sent, super easy, simple, right? Now, a lot of people always ask me, Alex, do we really make 6,500, 12.5 sales in 22? Guys, 95% of our sales, most people actually get started at the 65, 12.5, and 22. Okay? So to prove that to you, I want to show you my back office. Take a look. The last $6,500 sale I made was in December. So where do most people get started? Most people get started at the 12.5 and 22. Why is that? Because they want to make at least $12,500 per sale or make $22,000 per sale. Okay? So if that's the case, let's just take a look. How did I do in the month of February? You guys, can everybody see the date and the timestamp there? Raise your hand if you guys can see it. So you guys can see February 12.5. So there's 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5. So basically 50,000 in the month of February, right? But how did we do in the month of February in the 22,000? Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 $22,000 sales. That's 132 plus 50. That's 182,000 for that month. The reason why you didn't see anything else for March, because look where all my sales were in March. All 22s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sales. I think it was 10 actually. Yeah, I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, you have 220,000 guys for that month. Again, I wanted to show you where most people start because, guys, that's what where our sales really are. Because most people want to be able to capitalize on the products and be able to get started. And if they don't have the capital, as Cowboy's going to share with you here, they can get started with our other people's money system. So can everybody see the value now? No headaches, no hassles. The products are there. Literally, you're able to ship out. Once you make the sale, the money comes to you directly. Okay. So now, with that said, how many of y'all can see the value? I just want to make sure you guys are following along. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now what I'm going to show you guys is, after our products, so yes, you do earn 100% commissions. Probably the best part about our business. When you make a sale for 12.5, you guys make 100% of that capital because you own the licensing rights. That's the best part about this business. It's better than affiliate. It's better than any other business model that's online right now, okay? So now that we talked about all those things, you taught you about the marketing, so now you guys can see how you market, how you can make sales, how you close deals, right? The next question is like, but Alex, when I get started, will I have the support, right? And so I'm going to teach you, there's other people that have business models where they have licensing models online, but I'm just going to tell you, the biggest component that's missing is the support. And I call them check collectors, right? So what are check collectors? Check collectors are basically people who you send them your capital and you never hear from them again, okay? They're really interesting kinds of people. I'm really not sure how people can do that, but that's what they do. So what we wanted to do is make sure we had an unbelievable supporting mentoring system. So what happens is the people that have been successful in our business, they come back and they give back and they help out. So how would you guys like to have someone like Steve here who's made $150,000 in 8 months, who would come back and literally take 30 minutes out of his schedule once a week and literally jump on a call with you and not only train you, but actually answer any questions you have? Would that be pretty cool? Hell, I would love to get training by Steve. I jump on his call sometimes to learn stuff from him. How many of y'all would love that? Like, have at least one mentor. Okay, Steve, they love you, but I think they want more. All right, what if I give you 2 mentors? I give you 2 different people who have made $30K a month in our business, and then you guys had access to them. Would that be pretty cool? Okay, still I don't see all the hands up. Raise your hand if you guys think that'd be cool. Okay, what about 3 mentors? Raise your hand if you guys like to have at least 3 mentors. 3 mentors who make $30K a month every month, and they're available for you guys. How about 4? Just the fact that I have 4 people making $30K a month right now should make you guys think, like, holy crap, like the system works. What about 5? So guys, I'm going to give you 5 different mentors, Monday through Friday. They're available to you 30 minutes a day. You guys can literally contact them and jump on a training call. They're going to be able to answer any questions. Not only that, they're going to train you. So our support is by far one of the best parts about our business. And other than that, our community is by far, I think, the #1 thing that people love. So as far as support, if you guys can't make those calls, we not only record them and post them for you, but you guys get free access to our Skype chat community as well as our Facebook community. So you guys get all of that for free as a part of the business, okay? And if you're not technically savvy, which is the last part, like me, for those of you who are retirees, we built this system where it's literally clickable, but not even that. I literally have someone available 8 hours a day. Will jump on your computer like a Microsoft technician, take control of your computer, and help you guys in case you have any issues. So we even got that covered. So guys, these are 6 out of the 7 reasons so far why people fail, and the 6 out of 7 systems that we have that trumps them, okay? The last reason why 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle rocks is because we're getting real results and it works, okay? So how many of you can see the value right now? Like, you're like, Alex, I can do this. Like, that's what I want you guys to answer. Anything that I've shown you so far that you guys don't feel like you can do, right? Awesome. So the very last thing that we have is, how do you get the capital to get started? Well, most of our members, when they get started literally less than 10 hours a week. They're able to build this to doing this full time for 30 hours, okay? So how are you able to do that? I'm going to turn it over to my wonderful co-host here. I'm going to let Cowboy take it away. Cowboy, take the reins. It's all yours, my friend.
All right, thanks, Alex. I think I've probably, in the time I've been in the business, seen people come into the business every single one of these ways, which is fantastic. If you've got the money already, you can just come in with cash or check, or you can do it by credit card. Some people borrow from their 401ks or retirement plans. I actually did that. I borrowed from my 401k, so I'm paying myself back at a reasonable interest rate. You can sell stocks and investments. Some life insurance policies that are long-term policies build up a cash value that you can borrow against. You can use equity from home or a vehicle. Personal loans, business loans, and you can sell things. I mean, all of us have stuff around that we can sell. Some people have an extra car sitting in the driveway that they don't ever really use. And I like what Leilani says about that. You can sell stuff now. It's great because when you get in this business, the stuff you'll have is going to be a lot better. You can get family and friends to co-sign for you, and you can partner with someone. We've had a lot of people have tremendous success partnering up with somebody and coming in together. And then we also have our Other People's Money System link that we can take people through, and it doesn't hurt their credit, but we can enter some basic information and go through that with them and see what offers we get back from personal lenders and cards and various things. So we've got lots of ways to help people get the funding for their business. And like most businesses, 95% of people finance. That's not unusual, and this business is no different, and we can help them do that.
That's awesome. Thank you, Cowboy. So, guys, I want you to realize there's no headaches, no hassles, no obligations. It doesn't hurt your credit score. So those are the 4 things I want you to remember about this page. You guys can literally fill it out. It will let you know what you guys qualify for. After that, what we normally do is you can set up a time with you're going to have your sponsor. The reason we don't give out the link is we want you to get back your sponsor. We want to make sure you're taken care of. And also that way they can set aside a 90-day success strategy. Once we figure out what you qualify for, we can set aside a 90-day success strategy for you. So that way, most of our members are able to pay back their entire loan and then have a business that's generating $10,000 to $20,000 a month within 90 days or less. Because you have to realize, we market to 100,000 prospects in a week to week and a half. You're going to start seeing 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days. So, and your average transaction is over $10,000 per sale. So it does not take a very long time for you to be able to pay back on the loan. Okay. Thank you, Cowboy. So I wanted to make sure you guys are available. So we make this available. It's a service. It's absolutely free. Get back to your sponsor, and they'll be able to help walk you guys through it. Okay. So now, how many of y'all can see the value? Raise your hand if you're like, Alex, I get it. You literally trumped every reason why most people fail in the 7 systems. That's because we've been doing this for 2 years, guys. We've got this down to pretty much a science. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, what if you guys said, you know what? Forget Alex, let me just go try to do this by myself. Okay, no problem. So this is how long it would take you and the cost it would take. First of all, for you guys to access all the tools, the preferred tools and software, from the email, the dialer, the texter, everything that we have in place, that would cost you about $497. Having pre-written email series that we know converts, that's about $400. Texting templates, that's already pre-written, written out. I'm just talking about the dollars. Forget about the time it's going to take you to do that. Pre-recorded business intro audios, guys, that alone would take you about at least $500, and not to mention about a week to 2 weeks to perfect. One-to-one start strategy session with somebody who makes $30K a month. That's about $500. That's how much it would cost you for a coach to do that. Daily success activities. Now, the biggest question everyone says, Alex, when I get started, can I have a checklist of knowing exactly what to do so I don't have to worry about a thing? So how many of y'all love to see that? Like, literally have a checklist where as soon as you do it, you can check it off and go to the next thing, right? So we have that for you. You don't have to worry about that. It's already part of our system. That's about $500. Pre-recorded webinar presentations. That one will cost you about $3,000 to get a real professional one done. Highly converting funnels, like funnels that are like websites that convert. I'm going to give you guys a tour of that. That would cost you about $12,500. How do I know? Because that's what we paid to develop ours for our system. And a payment commission system like the one you saw earlier that has a sales tracker, ships the product automatically with no inventory, no drop shipping, no hassles. That's about $9,400. You guys get that for a one-time admin fee of $200 to $500, all set up for you. And the automated training system that we have that's taken us 2 years to build out, it's about $25,000. And products that are ready to go, that are licensed from the day you start. Guys, that's freaking priceless. That would take you months or even years to line up fact, I'm sitting there upgrading our products right now, and just that alone, it's taking me a couple of months to do. I don't mind doing them because it's an awesome system and a business that we have. But what I'm sharing with you guys is that, like, if you guys were going to do this, it would literally take you a long time to be able to get it done. Okay, so that alone would be about $52,000. So how many of y'all want to do this by yourself? How many of y'all rather join us and be able to do it so you don't have to worry about it? Awesome. Okay, cool. I think you guys got the point. So now you guys see the value. Let's talk about the bonuses, right? So how many of y'all say, okay, great, Alex, I got it. I'm pretty much in. I would need to know what I qualify for, but I can see the value. Awesome. So let's talk about the bonuses. So the number one thing is, how do you get started quickly, right? So when I first started this business, it literally took me 25 days to set up all my tools and get everything copied. And I promised myself I was never ever going to have another member have to worry about that again. So what we have is what's called an onboarding service. It's literally somebody that jumps on your computer like a Microsoft technician. They set up all the tools that you saw. They set up the texting, the email, the dialing, and your website. They do it all for you so you guys don't have to worry about it, day one. By day 3, they test everything to make sure everything works well for you. By day 5, you're marketing. So literally, you start on Monday, you guys can be marketing by Friday. Is that pretty cool? Is that pretty fast? And then we can literally start marketing to about 100,000 people in a week, week and a half. Now, guys, you got to realize we make more in a week than most people make in a month, so it does not take very long for you guys to get up and running, okay? You love to make sales, but you hate to sell? Well, I shared with you guys how our system leads come in. You use the emails and the texting to invite them to a webinar, and then afterwards, you literally, how would you guys like to have people like Steve or one of our 35 different mentors who makes over $30K a month that's available to help close the deals for you and address questions for you guys? That'd be pretty cool. So most systems literally charge for this, guys. They charge a percentage of the sales. We made this free. And why is that? Because our overall culture is that the more you do and the better you get, the more you give back. And that's why a lot of our members are literally giving back and literally have no financial incentive to do it. They do it because this business has taken them from making $5,000 to $10,000 a month, where they were trading life for dollars. Now they're doing this business for $30K a month, and they're doing it in 1/3 the time for 20 hours. So they want to show other people. So when Steve does a call or one of our members does a call for you, they do it because they care and because they realize, like, look, this business has helped me to be able to spend time with my families. And Steve just got back from freaking Disney World. His daughter had a debate competition. He went there. His son had like some kind of a freaking, like, I can't keep up with his kids, dude. They're like every second they have something. His kid had like a cookie month. What was it, like a Boy Scout thing? I don't even know. It's like every time I see him, he's in a picture. And then the funny thing, he'll tell you, he's the only one that has both parents there. Because most of the time, the dad is working or the mom is working and they can't make it. They usually have the nanny doing all the work. So the cool part is, like, every time I look at him, he's basically able to do this. So that's what this business means, okay? Bonus number 3, you never get support. How would you guys like to have a question, get it right away? You guys get access to our Facebook group and our Skype group, and that's normally a $9.97 value. We give that to you for free. In fact, that's probably the thing you're going to love the best because, as I say, you're getting in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And again, I don't want you guys to take my word for it, so let's take a look here. So this is our Skype group. So in case you don't believe that we have a lot of people that love us and that love it. Now, here's the key, guys. I'm going to share this with you guys. If you guys go research us online, you're only going to find like 2 sites that will ever complain about us. And guess what? They're not even members. They're just trying to steal our freaking traffic. So all they do is like, hey, for every business, if you take a look, they said this business sucks, this business sucks. And the only reason is because, hey, my business is great. So they're the only ones. So wouldn't it be cool if you guys want to be able to research to find out from people who are already in the freaking business, who are actually doing it, so you can get that experience firsthand? So let's do that, shall we? Hey, everyone. I am on a webinar. Would you guys please share with potential members what has been your experience with 8FDL? Now, what I would kindly like to refer to here is the 476 members that are up here, and that's for this year. But so the reason why I'm pointing to that is because if we suck, you're about to hear it. Second part to this is, sorry guys, my sense of humor gets a little. I tend to be a smart aleck sometimes, but you get used to that after a while. So here's the second one. So I'm going to post this, and this one has 360 members. So I'm going to leave this on here, but like notice, it's only been like 1 minute. You're already starting to see responses, right? So that's how fast people respond to your questions. If you guys take a look how cool these people are. Everyone's like helping each other. Look at how many messages that we've had just in the last 3-4 hours. So this is a very active group, okay? People ask a question. Thank you, Bradley. Much appreciated. That's like, it's a very, very cool group, okay? Best business with best community. Thank you, Jeffrey. So we're going to come back to that in a second, okay? Because I don't want you to just hear from us. I want you to hear from the members. Because by the end of this webinar, like I told you, I don't want you guys to have a single doubt, like, can I do this and will I have the support? So you guys are going to see that that's very much available, okay? Bonus number 4, I'm not very technical. Not technical, you got questions regarding technical support. You literally, guys, you'll have somebody available 8 hours a day. That's normally a $9.97 value. We're going to give it to you for absolutely free as a part of the membership. And if you never get access to top leaders, and when you join a business, I'm going to give you 5. And guys, that's literally priceless. I'm going to share with you guys the reason why I got from $462 to where I'm at today, bar none, the people you hang around. I had 2 business partners that are worth an incredible amount of money offline, and I have 2 business partners that are co-founders of this company who have both made 7 figures and are making multiple 7 figures now. Without their leadership, guidance, their support, I would not be where I'm at today. So you guys, we want to make sure you have that same level of mentorship, okay? So if we know that's the case, if the old adage is true, that the 5 people you hang around the most with their checking account is going to match yours, I'm going to give you 5 people with really big check accounts. So your checking accounts to start matching theirs, okay? So you guys should literally start growing by association. And to me, that's priceless. You guys will get that all, okay? So how many of you can see the value now? Raise your hand if you guys can all see the value. Awesome. So now I'm going to share with you guys. Here's what we experienced. For people that basically got started in our business very quickly, normally within 48 hours or less, we give you 48 hours because we want to address all your questions. If you guys have questions, guys, we understand. We want you to make a well-informed decision. Get back to your sponsor. Get your questions addressed. That's what they're there for. We don't do any hard closing techniques. We provide, by now, if anything you guys see, we're very transparent. We share our poll results. We share everything. We're literally showing you exactly what we do every day because we don't want any guesses for you guys. We want, as I always say, I want you guys to see, can I do this and will there be support? If I answered those 2 questions for you, then I've done a good job on this webinar, right? So if you guys could see the value in it, give back to them. And here's what we're going to do for you guys. If you guys will either fill out the other people's money system or you pay the admin fee, which is only $200 to $500, once you take care of that, we will bump you up to the next level of membership for free. So let me tell you what that makes so you guys can really see the value. You guys will pay $6,500, but we're going to bump you up to the $12,500 for absolutely free, which means you guys will get the $12,500 license, but you only paid $6,500. Thereby, you're not only saving $6,000, but you can make up to $12,500 per sale. And at this level, you guys can do $12,500, bump up to the $22,000. Now, in this case, you guys will get the $22,000. You'll save $9,500, and once qualified, you guys will be able to make $22,000 per sale. Now, on the qualifications, you may be asking, well, what's that? Well, it's kind of like a franchise. If you guys were going to go set up with McDonald's, they would give you their entire success blueprint, but they would charge you a 7% royalty, right? We don't do that. Here's what we do. We say, look, we're going to give you exactly how to market. We're going to present and sell and tell for you. Afterwards, we're going to close the deal for you. And then at the end of that, once somebody gets started, we're going to help to mentor them. So for all of that, you pay a one-time sale. Your first sale will go to your sponsor, and that's what this is. Once qualified, once that first sale goes to your sponsor, you guys can make up to $12,500. At this level, you guys can make up to $22,000. So some of you guys may be asking yourself, well, Alex, what if I don't want to give up my first sale and I want to start making money from day one? That's where our VIP package comes in. When you start at the $22,000, you guys can automatically qualify for every level. There's no trainer sale to give up to your sponsor, and you guys can literally start making 100% commissions from day one. Okay? So now I'm going to go over some numbers with you guys. So I'm going to share with you guys why our systems work, because these are the questions that we get, so I'm going to answer them for you right now. So how fast can you guys get going? How fast can you start making sale? What we do is we market to 100,000 prospects in a week and a half, guys. If you guys follow that system, you're marketing to 300,000 prospects in a month. That's literally insane, and we do it all through our different traffic sources. So when you guys are able to do that, what we average on only 100,000 is 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days. Again, I'm going to give you the average, 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days. You may do more, you may do less, but if you ask me what the averages are, that's what they are. Now, our average sale, as I mentioned to you, is 95% of our sales are over 6,500. Not only that, but as you guys just saw in my back office, most people get started at the 12.5 or the 22. Now, you guys can start at whatever level that you like. I always say you want to start at the highest level that you can, but most importantly, you want to get started. Because I'm pretty sure even if you guys made 13,000 in the span of the next 45 days, you'd be pretty happy, and it would allow you to be able to replace your salaries. Okay? So the last part to this is for those of you that get started, you guys will be able to get at the 22,000 level, you will get a complimentary ticket. It's one ticket. It's for you, the business owner. You'll get it from your VIP member. They're going to be able to do it for you for our next VIP event. I'm going to show you guys a little trailer of what to expect. We just finished our last one with over 200 members at San Diego. It was awesome. Real business owners, real professionals, and guys, they're just absolutely cranking and getting up to 30K a month, okay? The reason why 30K a month in 60 days, here's why. A year ago, pretty much around this time, I had a lady named Deborah who was my member. She was a 6,500. She made a $22,000 sale, Michael. So what ended up happening, because she only owned the 6,500, that 15,500 rolled up to me. That's why it's called a roll-up, rolled up to me. So I made $15,500 passively. Well, Deborah decided to go ahead and upgrade so she could start making $22,000 herself. So she sent me another $15,500. So now Deborah was happy because she could start making $22,000. Michael was happy because he's going to start making $22,000 from day one. And I made $31,000 passively in a day. So the very first thing I did was I called my co-founder and said, we're having an event. We're going to teach people how they can start really maximizing on this VIP level, because I don't think they see the value. So it's like, what are we going to call it? I go, well, we're going to call 30,000 a day in 60 days because I just made 31,000 in one day. So I know I can teach anybody how to do this within 2 months. So we had an event with 21 attendees last June here in my backyard, beautiful Laguna Beach. Out of that 21, we had a half a dozen who made 30 to 70,000 the very next month in July, which is historically a slow month. So what we decided to do is have another event in Vail, Colorado at the end of October. What was so cool about this is this time it wasn't the founders teaching, it was all our members who were teaching it. We had 55 attendees. Out of that, which Steve was one of the guys who was in attendance, we had now had over 24 people who've made $100,000 since the end of October, guys. That's insane. That's that's literally about 5 months that they've been doing. So we decided to have another event, and this time we had 250 people there. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It was in beautiful San Diego. So our next event's going to be at the end of June. We're happy to report. We just made a decision this morning. So you guys are like the first ones to find out. We're going to let you guys know about that, and it's going to be a lot of fun, okay? So you guys will get a complimentary ticket to be able to attend, and that's another reason why you guys definitely want to be able to get started at the VIP if you can, if you could qualify. You also get access to the recordings of this last event, which are almost done now, okay? So by now you guys have learned all these cool stuff, and we talked about a lot of numbers, but again, guys, imagine 3 sales in your business in 30 to 45 days. If your average sale is a 65, 12.5, and a 22, which is what most of our members are doing, that's about 41,500, right? So if you guys start off at VIP, you make all of it. If you start off at 12.5, you can make 19,500 of it. If you start off at 6,500, you'll make 13,000 of it. But again, all these are great numbers, but just imagine one sale. What will one sale 6,500 plus do for you guys? One sale a month. Would it help you guys to pay off your bills? Would it help you guys to fire your boss? Would it help you guys to live the lifestyle, your dreams? Just imagine being able to be home, do your business, wherever you like, not having to fight the commute, because we've all been there. We freaking hate it. I can't imagine anybody doing it. And you couldn't get me. I mean, I live in LA. You can't even get me in traffic anymore. It's like horrendous. So I wouldn't want you guys to do it. You guys could be able to do it literally with one sale in our business. Okay? So with that said, the last thing I'll share with you guys here is that it's not just about being able to make sales. If you guys keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. And that's literally the definition of insanity, as Tony Robbins says. But overall, guys, imagine the opportunity cost that you're losing. It's about the $150,000 you're losing like Steve just had in 8 months when you continue to work and trade your life for dollars, right? So when you guys give up, like, you literally have a chance to be able to start this business for $6,500 to $22,000. What you're really giving up if you don't do this business is about $100,000 to $150,000 a year, not to mention the time, the headaches, all the hassles that you're having to deal with, where you could have the opportunity to be free, be able to go work out every day, wake up every day, set your own schedule. Like, that's what this business is about. And so the opportunity cost, that to me alone is priceless. That's really what you're giving up. So you can really choose to not give up that opportunity cost. Stop making excuses, because we just gave you the 7 reasons why people fail and the 7 systems we have that trumps it for you. And be able to join our community, get going, change your life, and get access to these awesome mentors who have all made over $30K a month and make this your best year ever. So if that's the case, as Tony Robbins says, it's always in the decision time that your destiny is shaped. And I'll tell you what our goal is and really what our vision is. Last year we helped over 35 people make $250,000 a year. This year we're going to do 1,000. Why is that? Because we built out a funnel system that's been cranking it since January. We've been growing about 20 or 30% every single month. And the cool reason for that is because we've got an unbelievable system that's very automated, that's helping people that are working part-time have success. So if you guys want to make $250,000, why is that? Because with $250,000, you guys can be able to, $20,000 a month, you can not only replace your salary, but you can make an additional $10,000 to help your family out, to put money aside for the grandkids, for the kids' college tuition, whatever that might be for you. Or heck, maybe even $10,000 for the kids' entrepreneurial school, because I can pretty much promise you 4 years from now, every college is going to be teaching nothing but online. But you won't have to take my word for it. You'll see it for yourself. So that's what your guys are going to have. So now, it's a moment's decision. So you guys are either 3, and thanks, you're not a good match. No problem, guys. I just want to thank you guys for joining us, taking 90 minutes out of your busy schedule to see the value here. But if you guys stuck around this long, most likely you're a 2 or a 1. You're interested, you got a few questions, or you're ready to get started. You want to start making money now and start living towards the lifestyle of your dreams. So if that's the case, I'm going to answer some Q&A here in a little bit for you guys. I'm also going to bring out a few other members. I'm going to welcome you guys to the team while I answer a few questions. So before I get to the questions, I am going to pull out a few people for you. And speaking of non-tech savvy, I told you guys by the end of this webinar, you're going to see someone just like yourself. So far we covered the Caucasian male, corporate worker. We covered, I'm not sure what I am. I'm like the tanned Alex. They call me a Hollywood. So if you guys get that, then that's great. So how about we cover the non-techie senior retiree who literally had no technical skills, joined our business, and made $57,000 in our first 5 weeks. Would that be cool? So let's see. So maybe you guys can relate to her. I saw 31% of you guys are retirees. I don't want you guys to take my word for it. Let's have you guys actually ask someone who's not very technical. And by the way, these aren't my words. These are hers. What's so great about Susan now is Sue literally teaches she's one of the mentors who teaches on PowerPoint now. I'm literally flabbergasted by that. So Sue, I'm going to have you take it away.
Oh my goodness. How can I live up to that? Gee whiz. I get so excited, every time I watch one of your webinars, Alex, that I'm ready to sign up again. No, I really, truly, this has been such a blessing for me and my family. It's been really life-changing. You're going to hear that a lot around here, but it's the truth. I was doing okay, but I never really saw that my golden years were going to be truly golden, that I was probably going to have to keep working really hard till the day I died just to keep going. And I couldn't really see a lot of those things on my bucket list actually happening, but I kept holding out hope. And this life-changing business for me has turned my whole life around. You're right. I'm not the techiest person in the world, and I'm now 67 years young. And I haven't had this much fun in years. I've been able to travel around and take my business with me and go all over the place and attend 3 of the events, and just I'm having a ball, and I'm loving it too, because I'll tell you what, the community here is amazing. You know, without the help and the support and the patience of all of these wonderful people, I really don't know if I'd be where I am today. But as if it wasn't good enough that I made $57,000 in my first 5 weeks, yes, it really did happen. I've since gone on to make over $200,000, and it's just like a dream come true. And it just keeps getting better and better. And yes, I wasn't very good at those webinars in the beginning, but I did say that I would give back to the community because I think it's so important. And I've gotten to where now I can remember to hit the record button, and I can share my screen and show a PowerPoint. I'm known as the PowerPoint queen. Every week I put that PowerPoint up there, and we're having a good time. But I have to just share something that happened today after my session. When I say the community is really, really important, I get some of the nicest messages back from people in the community who sit in on my webinars and just share that, you know, how it's really touched them and how they really felt connected to me and thanking me and just really making me feel so very special. You just want to give back. You just want to help everybody. And the group is great. Everyone here helps everyone else. You know, doesn't matter whose team you're on. There's really not any competition here. We just all want to see everybody have that same kind of success that we've been able to accomplish. So, and I'm excited about this because I got this in San Diego, my little 6 Figures award, which, gosh, I mean, that's just, I've never had anything like that happen to me, honestly. And I just love everybody here. I really, really do. And I'm anxious to see all the new members that will be coming on board so we can help them as well.
So guys, I want to share, like, so Sue, when you, like, you know, when you originally started, like, what was it like for you not being a techie, and what was the system like?
Well, you know, you guys made it really easy because you have all the step-by-step instructions, right? And I also found that, you know,
Which is what we're looking at right now, if you guys take a look. So this
right,
is
there you go, step by step. And the good news is that, you know, you can do them in your own time frame. And if you can go back and watch them more than once, which I have to tell you was the case for me on some of them, because it doesn't always sink in right away. But, you know, and like I said, the great news is that if there was something you didn't understand or you felt like you needed help with, all you got to do is pop a question in that Skype chat, and just about 24/7 there's always going to be somebody there that's going to pop in and try to help you and give you an answer and direct you in the right way. So, I mean, if I can do this, I'm just telling everybody here, if I can do this, I guarantee you anybody can. Because, you know, you've seen me pop off right in the middle of a webinar. It's like, boom, I'm gone, right? And you have to make excuses for me not being very techie. So I'm just here to say that you don't have to be techie. You'll be okay here. Trust me on that.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sue. And guys, this is what she's referring to. So this is why we have videos. You can literally click the button once you get started. And we did videos.
Hey guys, welcome.
We do videos here. I told you, I promised you guys I would show you the checklist. This is a checklist. You watch the video, and then afterwards you just go right here and you just click on check. Here's the cool part. It takes you to the next video. Super cool. And then she said, why we do videos. We understand everybody starts this part-time, so you can rewind, you can look at it as many times as you like. You guys have that availability, and it's all automated. Then imagine when your new members get started, you don't have to train them because of the awesome system that's already in place. They're going to get 95% of their questions addressed by going through the training. The other 5%, they got a Skype chat community and the live calls to handle it, okay? And all these things are here, and here's all our training calls. You guys can see we do 3 training calls a day where you guys got access to more support than you're going to know what to do with, which is super awesome. Okay? Thank you, Sue, for that. So now, the other part I wanted to show you guys. So let's cover some Q&A real quick. We're gonna be hearing from a couple other people here too in a second. I always click on the wrong one. Sorry. So we're gonna do some Q&A, and then we're gonna have you guys talk to some other people. But I'm also gonna show you guys. If I don't address all your questions, I'm also going to show you a funnel that you guys can go to, which every member has, so you guys can get your questions addressed, okay? So here's the major question. So how does the other people's money system work, guys? Get back to the person that invited you. They'll walk you through it. It's a site. There's no hassles, no obligations. There's no commitments. What it will let you know, though, is your choices. And once you know your choice of what you qualify for, right afterwards, they'll set up a time with a mentor who will set up a 90-day strategy session, because then we can reverse engineer a plan for you guys. And they will walk you through a 90-day strategy, show you guys how you can not only be able to pay off the other people's money system, but how you can start generating $10,000 to $20,000 a month on a consistent basis, okay? The second part, what are we selling? So again, what we have is we have a licensing system that works extremely well. And the products that we have are the top 3 categories on how to make money online. Everything from how to market, sell, personal development, leadership training. Some of the top selling products on Amazon. We license them. You guys get the licensing. There's 2 groups you can market to. You can market to an end user. But what we do is we market the entire system, and we market to people who are interested in wanting to make $10,000 a month, do it from home, and are looking for a business just like the one that we have here, okay? So you have 2 different markets you can go after, and that's who we market to, okay? What are the marketing costs? Marketing is so great. The 100,000 that I mentioned to you guys, you can literally market to 100,000 prospects for only $500, guys. It's literally very inexpensive, and that 500 will turn into, on the average, 2 to 3 sales. Between 6,500 and 22,000, where most of our members are getting started. So why? Because people want to make at least 6,500, or they want to capture the bonus. So if that's the case, you guys can literally get started. And what we do is we set aside a marketing budget for you. And for those of you who use the other people's money system, we not only get your business costs covered, but we make sure you got plenty of marketing capital and the first 2 months of the payments covered, all in your payment. So we put that aside so you guys don't have everything you need to get to your first 2 sales. That's our goal, okay? What are the costs, and why is it 2 sales? Because after 2 sales, guys, I could stop you. That's the bell curve in our business. I could stop you from doing this business, because then you're making 6,500 to 22,000. It's just common sense. You're like, do I want to go to work and trade 60 hours a week for 10K a month? Or do I want to work 20 hours a week on my own time and spend time with my family and make 30K a month? It's kind of like no-brainer, right? So that's why. So the cost is essentially the cost of your business, which is 6,500 to 22,000. There's only 2 costs in your business: the cost of the product package along with the admin fee. The admin fee is only $300 to $500, and then your product purchase is anywhere from $2,000 to $22,000. Then your marketing cost, it's the cost that we set aside for your marketing. But on the average, most of you should see 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days, where your average sales over 6,500. Okay. How fast can I start making sales? So instead of me telling you about it, I'd rather bring out some members here that will just share it with you, their results. And I'm going to bring out 2. And one is a guy I want to bring out because he has basically, if you guys have ever done a business model like any other businesses and absolutely failed, like he was doing really well in real estate before, and before the crash, and then he tried everything he could online and nothing worked for him, and he'll be the first one to tell you. And then he came and saw our systems, like, Alex, this is the first thing I've seen online that actually gives me hope, like this could actually succeed. So he decided to come to our event out in October, and then so I'm going to let Jay take it away. So Jay's got a beautiful family. He lives out in Florida. So Jay, what was it like? Just real quick, sure. I just want you to answer this question for people. How fast can they start making sales?
8 days.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks, Jay. Bye.
No, really, seriously.
Never answered that question.
This business was, for me, when I saw the business model, when I saw the franchise-like system where, you know, everything was basically done for you. You know, you make fun of me a lot, Alex, when I call it instructions, but it literally is like following instructions. And my wife will tell you I'm good at that. So I knew it was something I can do. You know, just decided to jump in with both feet. Went to the Vail event. Very fortunate to have met all of you there. Actually met a couple other people that you're about to hear from in a little while. And, you know, they actually live near me, which was pretty cool. You know, and yeah, I came back from the event, started marketing, made my first sale in 8 days. It was a $12,500 sale. 2 weeks after that, I made my second sale, which was a VIP sale at $22,000. And 4 days after that sale, I made my third sale at $6,500. So true to the numbers, I had a 65, a 12.5, and a 22, and I made $41,000 in my first 30 days. So, and literally all I did was you know, hey, the daily success activities will tell you on Monday do this, on Tuesday do this, on Wednesday do this. If that's not following instructions, I don't know what is, brother.
And then how have you done since then? And what's like
roughly in the last months, this week will be my actual 6-month, deadline, and I've done a little over $200,000 since then. So in my first 6 months.
Really? Congratulations. That's awesome.
So
what's life like before? What's life like now?
Well, unlike Sue, life before for me was not. It was not great. I was very worried about how I was going to make money, where I was going to make money. I was a stay-at-home dad basically since the real estate crash because I lost my ability to make money doing what I did for a long time. I did try a bunch of different things trying to get back there and never had any success until this. So, my daughter is starting college this year. I have another daughter actually already in college, and it was very stressful how to pay for it, all this other stuff. And now, I'm still at home with my family, which is awesome, and I'm not stressed about how I'm going to pay for anything. So, we have a 3-year-old that's running around too, and I get to spend every day with him. So I'm truly, truly blessed. I get to spend a lot of time at home with my family, and again, just never really have to worry about how I'm going to pay for anything for them. So, I'm very grateful, very thankful for this business and the model that you guys have created, because without it, I couldn't have done what I've done.
That is awesome. Thank you, brother. So, guys, I want you to see this is where people are referred to on your automate system. How many of you would love to have what we call an auto conversion funnel working for you? So, some of you have already registered here, but if you haven't, this is what you get as a part of the business. That's what it looks like. So I don't have time to basically play the whole video for you, but if you guys take a look, these are all the people that have been basically getting results in our business, right? And you're going to see a lot of differences. So Kathy is a school teacher. She was able to make $19,500 in 30 days. Libby here, not the best pose of her, but she's made over $750,000, and she's a retiree. She used to work for a hedge fund manager. There's Cowboy. This is Leilani and Massimo. Together, they've made about $500,000 now in the last year. And Aniko here's a stay-at-home mom. She averages $30K a month. And
in 16 hours, by the way, Alex.
Yeah, working 15 hours a week because she's got 2 kids. She doesn't have time to do anything else. Jerry Roy here is a retiree who's made over $300,000 in our business in the last year. There's Sue. So you guys can see we have a very diverse group. And so when I tell you, doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, there's going to be somebody in that video that's going to be like, wow, that's just like me. And then we do 4 live webinars for you guys a week. Is that pretty cool? Because we got 3 founders, and I just can't get enough of doing webinars. So I like to do 2 a week. So now we basically do it, and that's the magic. Your prospect comes here. Now, I'm showing you this for 2 reasons. One is that for those of you who miss any of this, you want to be able to watch it. You can go back to the funnel of your sponsor. We have a replay button that you'll automatically get, but we have a replay here as well, okay? But then I want you to be able to see all these success stories are broken down individually. And if you guys want to meet the community, you have an opportunity to watch a longer video of what I just showed you. It's a 9-minute video. I'll show you everyone that's here. But I'm sharing this with you guys for 2 folds. Number one, if you guys have any questions, you can literally go through this and be able to see these videos and see the people that are part of our business and how you're going to get the support that you need. But also, on top of that, if you guys have any questions about the products, imagine your prospect being able to go through the same funnel that you're going through now. Now everything is in place. And this is the product page that I mentioned to you. So if you guys want to be able to see the products, no problem. We'd love to show it to you. We just don't have enough time to cover everything on a webinar. So you have everything, list building techniques, YouTube editor, everything from beginning to end. That's all available here, okay? So after you review that, what you guys want to do is you want to be able to go through, and by the way, the event that I mentioned to you, wouldn't it be cool if you got a chance to see what that would be like? So there's this really annoying guy that pops up right away, so watch out because it's going to happen. It's going to be like, you're going to think it's going to be like super quiet, and all of a sudden it's going to be like, I'm just telling you, it's just going to happen. Oh, it would have been.
Hey guys,
There
I'm
it is.
Steve here, co-founder of Bayfigure Dream Lifestyle. We're here in beautiful San Diego. We got the yachts in the background. We got 75-degree weather. We got a 5-star resort.
So this video will literally play it out for you guys. You guys will see exactly what our event is like, okay? You guys will have that available. So guys, you have everything you need on here. And again, get your questions addressed, because last thing I want you guys to do is not only lose out on the business, but lose out on the opportunity costs that you're going to lose by just making a quick decision. Have a chance, go over all the information.
6 to 8 weeks.
And there again is a video that goes over some of the different mentors that you're going to have in the business. And then when you're done, you can click on the enrollment application page, fill it out, and as you do, this is how you get back in touch with your sponsor. It's all available, okay? And that way they know how best to be able to help you. Now, how many of y'all would love to have this auto conversion funnel?
That's super fun.
Like
but
as soon as you start. Wouldn't that be awesome? So guys, if you guys get started as part of our best success or our fast start, which is going to be until Saturday midnight. Until when? Saturday midnight, guys. We're going to give you 3 whole days. Get your questions addressed. Line up times with the sponsors and the mentors. They're going to address everything for you, okay? Don't lose out on this just because you have questions. I'm just telling you this. Once you get your questions addressed, then you can make a well-informed decision. Sounds like a good plan, right? And then after that, what I'm going to share with you guys is take advantage of this before the bonus, because if you're considering getting started at all, you might as well take advantage of up to $9,500 in free bonuses, okay? So as a part of that, before we end here, I'm going to have 2 other people come out and share their stories. One is a brand new member that started out literally in February. I'm going to have Jim come out because I want you guys to hear from somebody like literally brand new. So you guys could say, okay, well, what about brand new members? What it's like? Well, Jim's kind of coming in when we've done most of the hard work, got this funnel. He started once the funnel started cranking. And hopefully his video is going to pop up here in a second. Hey, Jim, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you pop up in your video cam or no?
How's that? There we are.
Yay! What's up, Jim?
How you doing?
Awesome, brother. Good to see you. So Jim started, you started in February, right?
Yeah, 2 months ago this week.
We have so many people that are like popping out of the woodworks. This is his first time being on as a panelist because it's our first time having him on. And he just basically, I saw him on the Skype chat. I was like, yeah, I made like $44,000 in the last 60 days, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd love if you just shared a little bit about your background, why you joined the business, and
yeah, sure.
What's been like for you.
Absolutely. I'm in insurance sales, married with 3 kids, a lot of hours, a lot of paperwork, a lot of driving. And as my kids are getting older, I'm not seeing them as much because most of my clients have to see me at night. And when I got this call, I was a little skeptical. I've been burned a lot in the past, but I just, I checked it out. Tom Dory was my coach, and I just heard this genuine guy brought me to a webinar, and it made sense. I liked it. I liked the business format. Tom did a screen share with Jay, and so I got to meet 2 guys, and I kept thinking, these are normal guys that have had like this tremendous success in a short period of time. Why can't I do that? Why can't it work for me? So I did it, and as Jay says, I just followed the instructions, right? I think Orlando calls it a business in a box. I opened up the box and pulled out the instructions, read them, and it worked. I mean, literally 8 weeks later, I'm at $44,000, and I'm still shocked at that. I mean, that's well over half a year's salary of a lot of miles and a lot of hours in the insurance business.
That's awesome. So what's it been like for you? Are you getting close to like are you firing your boss? Is it you, or what's the overall end game for you?
Yeah, I mean, this week I didn't put a lot of time in that, so I'm probably gonna get fired because this is where my time's going because it's obvious, it works. So that's probably gonna be fading out here real soon. The change is that I've always had hope, but this has been hope fulfilled because it was money in the bank, and that's what changed for me.
That's awesome. Jim, thank you, brother, for sharing. So guys, what we're going to do, by now you guys probably I literally gave you guys so much information and we went a little bit over, but I wanted you guys to see the value. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys the question now of, if I don't screw it up, I'm going to have Sue take over because by now she's more technical than I am. So, guys, ask yourself, are you guys excited? Are you ready to get started? Or do you guys are interested but you have some questions? Or maybe this isn't for you. It's fine. Whatever it is, I would love for you guys to address that question now. And while you guys are doing this, we're going to do this for about 2 minutes, so please address the questions now. That would be great. I'm going to bring on who Jim just talked about, who was Tom Dory. Tom just got a chance to fire his boss. So I want to inspire you guys. For those of you who still have a job, there's only 20% of you guys on a line like us, apparently. There was a lot of business owners and retirees, but I'm so excited the fact that he got a chance to do this. So I'm going to bring Tom out, and Tom started out a business with us back in, again, last September and October. He did $57,500 in the month of February, which was, I think, half of his salary for annual, if I'm not mistaken. But then I'm going to have him share because I call him 10X Tom because the guy's got a super amount of energy since he's fired his boss. So, Tom, you want to jump on here, buddy?
Yeah, I'm on. Hey, Alex, how's it going?
Going good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, yeah, as Alex says, guys, Fortune 100 company, 6-figure salary, and I knew week 1 of February I was at 25,000. Week 2 I was at 41,000. Week 3, 56.5. So I couldn't have done it, honestly, without Alex and Cowboy Steve and Jay taking calls for me. So it took the village, and they helped me close my first 2 sales. Jay really, Jay's bulletproof, guys. He's part of our community. He's really wonderful, and he's the closer. I think that's going to be his nickname, Alex, Jay the closer. So
I like bulletproof. That might be a new one. I like that.
I like bulletproof too. Bulletproof closer.
It's like 6 months. We finally came up with a name for Jay.
He's bulletproof closer. But yeah, so I tend to coin these names. That's why Alex is he's our guy. So so Alex, basically, I knew after week 1 when I was at 25,000, that's like 3 months' salary, right? So I was like, I just did that in a week. So I put my 30 days in, and the universe responded. I mean, I put in my 30 days, and guess what? I got 2 more sales. And you know what my first 3 sales were, Alex? They were a 12.5, a 6.5, and a 22. So just like you said, I mean, it's pretty much like you say. So you know, a 6.5, a 12.5, a 22. I did 41,000. Then I was at 56.5 because someone upgraded by the end of the month. So 56,500. I still hit 5 figures in March. I did another 10,000, and I've got a couple of things in the pipeline. I'm over 12,000 so far in April. I'm just waiting to finalize the deals. So 5 figures every month since I broke through in February, Alex. I'm loving the business. It's meant time freedom. I was working 70 hours a week, traveling 2-3 weeks a month, flying everywhere, and now I have my life back. You know, I got a park next door to my house. It's been there for 12 years, I've been told, Alex. So I'm buying a dog. You know, I'm going to be able to date again. So I mean, it's crazy, Alex. I got this whole world out there. It's called a life.
You couldn't buy a dog before because you had to travel all the time, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks a month I was traveling, right? So, you know, we'll try this thing with the dog, the park, the girl. You know, I'll have a life. So, no, I love the business, Alex. It's meant time and financial freedom to me. And I love the people I work with. Getting to help someone like Jim. Jim is really a quality man. He loves his wife and his kids. To see him make $44,000 in 6 to 8 weeks, that meant just as much to me or more than making that money, Alex, you know? So he's a wonderful guy.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing, guys. So you can see the kind of groups that we have. Guys, I'm going to finish off the poll here in the next 10 seconds. So please, if you haven't addressed it now, do this. You want to answer the poll for a couple of reasons. One is because then your sponsor will know the best way to follow up with you and know where you are, so it's going to make it easier. But also because I'm actually going to publish these poll results so you guys can see them, because I told you we're going to show you everything. So go ahead and answer it so we know it now. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, sweet. Thank you, guys. I was trying to hit the magic number. So I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, what I really want you guys to see, I told you guys I want to share this because I really want you to see this for yourselves. Imagine you have a prospect where we do the presentation and they're on the line, and every time you send a prospect, 98% of the people are either excited or they're interested. Okay? So the reason why I'm publishing this is because I just want to show you that it does work. You're not alone. There's a lot of other people who literally love our business. They love the model. They see the value. They see the fact that we actually have thought about almost everything. And by far, guys, we're not perfect. I'm going to tell you that in advance. but we do strive to basically make it better and better every day. We're never going to stop doing that. So with that said, I just wanted to make sure you guys saw the results for yourselves. 98% of you guys on this line right now are people that are either ones or twos. So it will show you guys that this business does work, and we really do look forward to helping you guys get to the next level as well, okay? So I'm just going to put this last part. Make sure, as the last action step, because I always forget to tell it, and then Bulletproof Jay tells me, you forgot this. I like that, Bulletproof Jay. Just love that name. I wish I had Bulletproof.
Hey man, let me tell you something. I just gotta say one thing real quick, because this is a testament, and one of the reasons why I really joined this business, right, is what you did for me, Alex, I actually got to do for Tom, right? What I did for Tom, he actually got to do for Jim, right? So, I mean, teaching, it's not just about making the money in this business, okay? We've created relationships. I'm friends with every single one of the people that I've seen here, and I didn't know any of them 6 months ago.
That was the key. You guys, none of you guys know each other, but you all met through our automated marketing.
And Jim, Tom, and I live literally like within a 15-mile radius of each other. You know, Tom and I live 2.5 miles away from each other, and I didn't know him before Vail. I met him in Vail, Colorado. But the cool part about it is you really get to become a mentor and a success coach and a teacher and help other people change their lives, right? I'm so happy to be a part of Tom's success, and then being able to help Tom be a part of Jim's success, and then help Jim be a part of whoever his new member's success is going to be. You know what I mean? And it just goes on and on and on. So no other business have I ever seen or ever been a part of being able to do that type of duplication in such a short period of time. So what, you know, you, Brian, Jerry, you know, all the co-founders have created here is nothing short of phenomenal. So, you know, I'm happy to be part of it.
What he's trying to say is that it's bulletproof. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Bulletproof, baby. Follow the instructions.
I did some marketing in my previous career, Alex.
So, guys, you guys can see we have a lot of fun. I don't know what happened. I think Sue fell off because she's she's always so funny. She jumps off, not super technically savvy, and she ends up falling off. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for joining us. We went way over, but I just wanted to make sure you guys saw the value.
Did you share the last
Skype
thing
chat,
you want to do? By the way?
Well, go ahead.
Did you actually go back to the Skype chat?
Oh no, thank you. See, that's why he's awesome. Thank you, Jay.
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof. All right, so here's just a couple of people just basically sharing on this. I just wanted you guys to see this. So Jay, here's a non. Hey, the online business head and shoulders above anything I've seen. This amazing online business is the most lucrative I've come across on a long list. The outstanding support, tremendous leadership, exceptional training, overall community, life-changing opportunity. Great. Thank you, Anon. Then here's everybody else who's brand new on 2017 group. The community support overall is amazing. Best franchise-like business in a box. Great training support. Greg says, easiest thing you can find online. If you can work a computer and phone, you got this in the bag. I love that. That's great. Dennis, working on it, making it work, the best business around. And get started in my spare time is the greatest. Of course, you can quickly find yourself more and more devoted once you fire your boss. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that. So, guys, you can see it wasn't a very long time, and you can see how many responses you already got in the group. And again, if we were crappy, you'd be hearing about it. That's what I really want to say. Out of 467 people that have experienced our business, you've had 0 negative, 100% positive. Okay, same on this group. So I just want you guys to realize that when you're making your well-informed decision. Okay. With that said, I'm going to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you so much for staying a little bit later than everybody else. I want to thank our awesome panelists for taking time out of their busy schedules. Sue just popped back on, which is very cool.
Yeah, see, if I can do this, anybody can.
So I just want to say, guys, I will tell you, this is a business. You will work it, and you will spend 10 to 15 hours. But as I always say, this is probably the least amount of effort you've ever done to make the most amount of income you've ever made. So with that, God bless you. We love you. You guys have an incredible night. Give back to your sponsor. Let him know where you're at, and take advantage of that 48-hour bonus before it expires, okay? Take care, guys. Good night. Bye-bye.
That's 10 to 15 hours a week, not a day. I was working 70 hours a week when I made that money in February.
I say a day, yeah. 10 to 15 hours a week. Thank you.
Yeah, a week. 10 to 15 hours a week. I'm just making sure they know. A week. I used to do it a day, Alex. That was Thursday for me, my old job.
Instead of 10 to 15 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything from now on. Can I press the end button, or you guys?
Are we done?
Bulletproof? Jim? All right, we're good. All right, bye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.